Hello, people. Now, you may realize this type of video is longer than usual. Well, I've come to the realization that I gotta bring back these types of videos, okay? A lot of the guys that used to do these back in the early 2010s and a few years ago aren't really doing them anymore. And I've been in the game for quite a few years now. I've got some stuff to show off. This isn't my first rodeo around this. I had an older channel where I used to do this as well. And even on this channel, I still do it, but it's just with shorter videos. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to compile them all together and sort of like put them in a vlogging format. Show you guys some other things, like stuff I'm doing in my life or whatever. Just, I don't know the name of this yet, but you guys will probably see it in the title, obviously. But, yeah. I just wanted to record this picture right here that I'm working on, or that I'm done with, actually. Peep my boy Bumblebee doing the whole exorcist thing, but that's to hold up the building. I forgot when I pulled these out that when I built these, I didn't add a little piece behind them so they could stand on their own. So I got another Bumblebee back there holding that up, and then I have like a black arachnia back there. No, gas skunk. But yeah, these are sort of inspired by animated, the way those buildings would be drawn in the cartoon. And of course I got my boy Animated Prowl, one of my favorite Transformers characters of all time, on a tree, a dead tree that I made myself. He's just sitting up there chilling, relaxing, reflecting on Earth and nature and the human ways and stuff like that, like he did on the show. And my camera's on low battery, so... But there is the settings. And that's pretty much how it looked. Alright, moving along. Yes, a week later, since the first intro to this, I want to bust out my first edition Prime dudes. The only figure here that I've shot, like, ever, since I got all these, like, 2 months ago now. I'm recording this January 29th, I think, by the way. So, at this point in time when I'm recording this, I got all these about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I've only shot the Optimus, and it was in a collage shot for the whole aligned continuity. Him becoming Optimus with Orion Pax, and then the War for Cybertron Optimus in there, and then him as the Earth Optimus. So that was a pretty cool shot, but I just figured I'd get the rest of my first edition dudes in here, except for Bumblebee, which is right there. Yeah, you can kind of see it, but shadow. But yeah. Look at this. Fuego. Another Fuego setup from your boy. Got Starscream shooting. Explosion. Bulkhead gets knocked back. Prime and RC are running away from it. Got some polyester for smoke. An explosion effect that I made myself. And how many lights do I have in the setup? These two on the backdrop. These two snake lights on the effects. And then these two lights on the overall setup and on these two right here. So yeah, moving along. Oh yes, another Star Wars display. Got Bo and Koska, two female Mandos from the Mandalorian Disney Plus show. And if you don't know that, you must have been living under a rock for the past year and a half, 2 years. But I got 5 lights set up, 3 on this side and 2 on that side. And the settings here. And let me see here. There's that, and that's what I had for the settings. I usually, for the past few months, I've been doing neutral, but I changed it to standard for these past couple shots I showed you guys. This one in the Koska Reeves shot, Those last two were shot on the standard type filter. So yeah, just got these up with some stands. This one on a step motion rig stand with some putty to keep it up. And then an ACBA style stand that I made myself. And diorama by me. If you want a diorama from me, hit me up on my Instagram or email or whatever. And then backdrop, also painted by me. If anybody wants a backdrop, hit me up. Anyway, moving along. Oh yeah, and to conclude this episode, I have some Beast Wars, actual war going on right here. Got Leo Convoy shooting out of his sidearm gun right there with some polyester for some smoke effect. And then he's shooting one missile off in the lion head right here, again with the polyester for smoke. And then Long Rack back here is getting blown back by this little explosion effect right here, made by me. This mountain's made by me. This background's painted by me. All by me. You know what I'm talking about? That's the vibes. I had palm trees on here, and I removed these. I gotta paint. I gotta fill in those spots. But they're not showing in the picture, so that's why I used this. And then got Tricerodon there. He's a pretty obscure Beast Wars character. He's shooting off some lasers and then a little explosion effect right there. And then Skywarp, he's injured, laying on the ground. Shadow Panther, he looks to be pretty much dead. And then got the leader himself right there. This is sort of inspired by, loosely off the 2006 run of the IDW comics. That whole final battle there. Towards the end of, I think it was The Gathering, maybe? Or it might have been the other one. I forgot what the second series was called, but there was two in that run in 2006. Great reads, I recommend those both. That's mainly the reason why I wanted Leo Convoy and Long Rack. I've barely watched any of the animes from the 90s, but I've seen a few episodes, and it's pretty cool. Anime is just not really my cup of tea. But light setup, I got 3 on this side, 3 on this side. So that's that. And then that's how it looks on the camera. Got the good old grid there. And then settings. Yep. That's how that looks. Battery's getting low. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this first episode, let me know down in the comments below. I think I put the name in the beginning of this video. I can't remember what I named it. And if I didn't, oh well, you guys will see the name in the title. But I have no idea what I'm going to name this right now. But this is episode 1 of whatever this will be. Anyway, guys, my Twitter and Instagram are linked down below. And like this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.